Have to be walking out the door at 2, by 2.
Oh, we'll be done long before that.
Yes, yes.
Good.
Aha, and here's Lynn. No, is that, yes.
You may also see,
Jane's hair is whiter than that now.
you might see a kitten. There are two of them running around now.
Aha.
And you've got the kitten lover that's stirring him up a little bit.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
So are your older cats all
Oh,
gone?
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Tashi died 3 or 4 months ago, and then Callie died about 6 weeks ago, I guess. Suddenly, we
Mm.
took her to the vet. She got her shots and all examined. Everything was fine. Jane brought her home, and she started really struggling, and she ran back to the vet, and they couldn't save her. I don't remember now exactly what was wrong, but she went all of a sudden. So fortunately, Travis, our property manager, he mows the lawn for us. He said his neighbor actually
Ah, I see.
fosters cats for protector of animals, and had two that were ready to be given homes. So we went and saw them and fell in love with them. So
Oh, yeah.
we have Moki and Mango now. They're brother and sister, and they're about 5 months old now.
Yeah, I can see them. Well, right, I can't right now.
Yeah.
One of them is sitting on your stool,
Yeah.
settling right in.
Oh, yeah. That's both of them. They both settled in very well. It took them about 24 hours.
Mhm.
And then they pretty much said, "Oh, well, this is a good place."
So are they both black or is it?
They're both tiger. One's Moki, the male, is very much a black tiger.
Mhm.
Mango is tigerish, but she has kind of marble appearance on her sides.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. So
Did they come with names or did you pick
no,
those?
well, they had names, but we changed them,
Uh,
and we've had them, what, 3 weeks or so, and they seem to be learning their names now. So um, we're doing, we're doing pretty well.
Excellent.
Yeah. We needed that energy.
Mhm.
So get it out of the way. Thank you for picking up whatever he doing.
Over the thing, John.
Oh,
Didn't even scare him badly enough to leave him alone either.
of course not. Not him.
Well, didn't hear that at all.
What?
I didn't hear that at all.
Really? I have the right sound on.
Hmm.
Oh, that comes through really well.
Yeah, I don't know what, unless it for some reason didn't get on. I know it was going on, whether I didn't double check that it actually connected. So sorry about that.
That's okay. I imagined it.
So we were thinking about anxiety last time.
Yes.
It's been a while. Any questions, reports, concerns? Um, how is your anxiety?
Recognizing that there's much more of it than I thought.
Aha.
I've always thought that I was pretty laid back and, you know, always had, you know, the anxiety of my mother that kind of was a comparison for me, but it's like, no, I've got my own. And plenty of it.
We all have our own.
Exactly, I knew I
absolutely.
did, but just not how much.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's been interesting seeing that, and, you know, I don't know as I've been able to do much about it other than just recognize it and maybe quell it for an instant, but
Well, that's a start. Can't do anything without recognition.
Mhm.
So that's good. Carol?
Well, mine's calmed down a little bit. So it's almost back to the low level most of the time anxiety. But the the red dust concept helps.
Uh-huh.
Seeing it as red dust, I can just kind of wash away.
Mhm.
Um, but and you know, having my ankle better so I can get around and I'm feeling stronger and able to do the form and the gods.
Yeah.
And John started playing his bowls some, so
Oh,
that's been really
good.
nice.
Oh, that's great.
So we still have to work out. The chair seems to be hurting him, and we still have things to work out.
Yeah.
But that makes enhances the meditation process.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So some progress.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
yeah.
that's a good thing.
So, go ahead.
One of the things that I've just recognizing more of it, I've wanted to step back and go, okay, there's a reason it's there.
Mhm.
And I think if I go more toward the why of it, hold it kind of out here as, okay, this is what I've got. Let's take it out here and look at it. I think I've got a little bit better chance of working with it than other just saying, just go away.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you do need to really recognize what it is in order, but the why may or may not be helpful to get into, because that can be a distraction from the process. Often, at least this is the Taoist viewpoint, let me say, that often with a lot of the things we approach, it's really a matter of recognizing their existence and letting them dissolve and resolve. And it really doesn't matter why.
Mm.
But that said, sometimes you need that, so I'm not saying don't do that, but I think what I would say is don't get hung up on it.
Mhm.
That's really because that just gets in the way of dissolving, because you are stuck on thinking about it.
Right.
So that's kind of what I would say about that. It's not necessarily bad as long as you don't get really hung up on it.
Yeah, that helps.
Good.
That's good advice with that.
So I'm going to continue with this for the moment. Seems to me that we all have some anxiety. I've had some because of my physical issues, so it's been a good thing for me to think about also. So I think we all have anxiety coming in and out, sometimes more than others. So it's a good thing to have a tool to deal with it to some degree. Good. So let's do a little 8 gates and stepping out into your basic structure. Just feeling where you are, aware of softening and opening, allowing your feet to merge into the earth. And by way at the top of your head, to open to the energy of the heavens. Just checking through your body and make sure that you're neither stretching too much nor collapsing at any point. That everything is open. And then beginning to be aware of the energy moving in your body. Begin to allow it to drop, to sink. It's always flowing in both directions, but bring your focus to the sinking energy. Sometimes twisting outward and letting the weight drop into the heels can help that. And that helps to take the energy that the body can no longer use and drop it into the earth. Then coming back to center and extending your mind through your body, which is the only way that you can really feel what the energy is doing inside your body. Becoming aware of that flow in both directions, recognizing that there are many different flows in the body. Is that from earth to heaven and heaven to earth? And from center to periphery and back to center. If you can be aware of the opening and closing of the joints, allowing the energy to flow. Then stepping out and flowing into cloud hands. Very least, being very aware of the circularity of all the movements. One thing to be aware of is that the energy is flowing not only up and down, but out into your etheric body, front and back, and sides, as well as down and up. And flowing into the swings, letting the arms completely relax, but continue to rotate, to twist. That's it. Let yourself settle and breathe. Using as much of the longevity breathing as you are able to do without effort. Remembering if your eyes are open, not be focused, but rather unfocused at the moment. Be really comfortable, or as comfortable as you can be inside your body. Make sure that you are extending your mind through your body. And just for a few minutes, try to pick something about your anxiety that you feel is the one thing that if it got solved, your anxiety would go away. And then go to the crown of your head and focus on what your anxiety is and start dissolving down. Ice to water, and water to gas. Of course, you run into the world of the heart mind. Or it could be what your anxiety is coming from. Not just thoughts, but patterns. So the next step is conditioning. Wherever your anxiety comes from, for any reason, whatever. And if you didn't do it, there is punishment. And the threat of punishment will make most people have anxiety. So how deep is that inside of you? If you want to actually deal with what's on the surface or even a little bit deeper, you're going to have to dissolve everything that is blocked from the crown of your head to your heart. So that is the first step of your agenda, which could take a while. So continue dissolving ice to water, water to inner space. Dissolve until finally you get a release, or you drop it to the next level and do the same thing until you get a release. Starting on the outer surface of the body, and over time working deeper and deeper into the core of your body, where energetically your central channel is. So since anxiety causes fear, start going through and find out what things inside of you are causing fear. you're a very visual person, look for images of whatever it is that causes your anxiety. And then dissolve. Ice to water. Water to inner space. Now, you may be a very auditorially sensitive person. So it might be that just say a sentence or have to repeat something inside yourself until the anxiety starts rising. and you'll vibrate or get nervous in a certain way. And then you start dissolving the energy of whatever it is that you find. Because you have to release that energy that's in the sound. So this first step is to go from the crown of your head down to your heart. Because ultimately, it's in reducing and releasing the heart that the pure source of the ideas and the emotions that are ricocheting around, tearing you apart, can be released. They have to be resolved at the heart. So can you resolve them at the heart? And no one can say how long that's going to take. But then you still continue going downward. Ice to water, water to inner space. You're starting to move down toward your lower dantian, where everything releases in your lower dantian and you go to emptiness. Ice to water, water to inner space. And then when your heart and your lower dantian go clear, you're almost there. So the last thing, you continue on down, ice to water, water to gas. You dissolve downward, making sure that you really dissolve your genitals. And then you keep on going down your legs, your thighs, your knees, your ankles. and your feet, until finally everything you are dissolving downward goes to the bubbling well in your feet, and from there goes to the earth. And once you dissolve all that, and your bubbling wells go clear, that means at this moment, you've actually cleared everything in your body that is triggering your anxiety. Then you just sit like this for a while until your body has no expectation of anxiety returning. And then close whenever you're ready. May all benefit gained from this practice. How to help all the sentient creatures of the universe.
Thank you. I need to run.
Okay, well, a pleasure having you here. I'm glad to hear you're doing better.
Thank you. Glad to hear all of us are doing better and enjoy
Yes.
those kittens.
Thank you. Their energy is helping.
As long as you don't trip over them.
Yeah, true. I watch for that. Best to John.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Anything for you?
Lots and nothing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because is kind of like, it's just a lot. But
Well, as I'm sure you may have noticed, as we progress through each one of these, I try to reduce the number of words. So eventually you arrive at a practice that is more functionally focused, perhaps, without so much information. I mean, this is greatly reduced from the first one.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, after a couple of times, you know all the other information. It's really just going through the 3 stages of the practice. Just the man says.
Simple but difficult.
Yes, it is. They're all different. So how are things in your life?
Good,
Good. Oh, I like that.
good. So far, I only have 8 students enrolled.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Down from about, I was in the teens last year,
Uh-huh.
which was just perfect.
Uh-huh.
Year before, I was a little too much when I was in the 20s.
Uh-huh.
So it was nice last